Welcome back to Grammar Grade 7. This is Unit 13, Lesson 81, and our unit is all about vocabulary and spelling. Today, we get two of the most useful ideas in all of word choice, synonyms and antonyms. One helps you say the same thing in a fresher way, and the other helps you name the exact opposite. Once you can spot them, you'll write with more variety and more precision than ever. Let's get started. So, what are we exploring today? Two of the handiest tools in all of word choice, synonyms and antonyms. A synonym is a word that means the same or nearly the same as another word. An antonym is a word that means the opposite. Here's the simple way to hold them apart. Synonyms match, they point the same direction. Antonyms clash, they point opposite ways. Master these two ideas and you can say exactly what you mean and draw a sharp contrast whenever you need one. Let's zoom in on synonyms first. A synonym is a word you could swap in for another word without really changing the meaning. Picture this sentence: the soup was delicious. Now, instead of delicious, I could write tasty, or flavorful, or savory, or even scrumptious. The soup is still wonderful either way. I've only changed the flavor of the word, not the meaning of the sentence. That's the test for a synonym. If you can swap it in and the meaning holds, the two words are synonyms. Here's something to notice. A single idea can gather a whole cluster of synonyms around it. Take the feeling of being very tired. English hands you a whole family for that one idea: weary, exhausted, drained, and worn out. Every one of them names that same tired feeling, yet each has its own slight color. That's the gift of synonyms. When one idea has several words, you can pick the one that fits your sentence best instead of repeating the same word over and over. Now flip to antonyms. An antonym is a word that means the opposite of another word. Instead of matching, antonyms pull in opposite directions. Look at this pair, ancient and modern. Ancient means very old, and modern means brand new. So the two words sit at opposite ends of the very same idea, age. Whenever you can pin two words to the opposite ends of one idea like that, you've found a pair of antonyms. Antonyms love to travel in pairs, so let's line a few of them up side by side. Brave meets its opposite, timid. Victory meets defeat. Gather, which means to bring together, meets scatter, which means to spread apart. And praise meets criticize. See how each pair captures two ends of one idea? Building a little board of opposites like this is a great way to lock the pairs into memory. Here's a shortcut that feels almost like magic. A lot of the time, you can build an antonym yourself by snapping a small prefix onto the front of a word. A prefix that simply means not. Start with lucky. Add un to the front, and you get unlucky, the exact opposite. The same trick works with other not preces too. Dis turns honest into dishonest. Im turns polite into impolite. So when you need an opposite in a hurry, try reaching for a not preview. Let's step back and ask why any of this matters for your writing. Two big reasons. First, variety. Synonyms let you avoid using the same tired word twice in a row, so your writing sounds fresh. Second, precision. The right synonym lets you choose the exact shade of meaning you want. Think about warm, hot, and scorching. They're neighbors, but they are not equal. Warm is mild, while scorching is intense. And antonyms give you a third gift, contrast. The power to set one idea sharply against its opposite. Variety, precision, and contrast. That's what these words buy you. Let's turn all of this into a quick check you can run on any two words. First, ask, do these words mean roughly the same thing? If yes, they're synonyms. Second, ask, do they mean opposite things? If yes, they're antonyms. And if you ever need an antonym and can't think of one, remember the shortcut. Add a not fixed like un, dis, or im. Same means synonym. Opposite means antonym. Ready to practice? Time to practice. In this first set, I'll give you 2 words, and you decide whether they are synonyms, words with the same meaning, or antonyms, words with opposite meanings. Pause the video and choose before I reveal the answer. Gigantic and enormous. Are these synonyms or antonyms? Both words describe something extremely large, a huge size. Since they mean nearly the same thing, you could swap one for the other. So the answer is synonyms. Shrink and expand. Same or opposite? To shrink is to get smaller, but to expand is to get larger. They pull in opposite directions, 2 ends of one idea, size. So the answer is antonyms. Weary and exhausted. Synonyms or antonyms? We actually met these 2 earlier. Both of them describe being very tired, worn down. They match, so you could swap one in for the other. So the answer is synonyms. Nicely done. This second set mixes things up. Read each question carefully, watch for the trap answers, and remember the not pick or prick. Pause and choose before I answer. Which word is an antonym of brave? Look carefully, because one choice is a trap. Fearless actually means the same as brave, so that's a synonym, not what we want. Cowardly means the opposite of brave, afraid to act. That's the antonym, so the answer is cowardly. Add a prefix to honest to make its opposite. One option, honestly, just adds the ending "ly," which makes an adverb, not an opposite. The other, dishonest, adds the prefix dis, which means not. Dishonest is the true opposite of honest, so the answer is dishonest. Shout and yell are what? Picture both actions. Each one means to call out in a loud voice. They mean the same thing, so you can trade one for the other. That makes them synonyms. So the answer is synonyms. Let's gather up what we learned. A synonym is a word that means the same, or nearly the same, as another. You can swap it in and the meaning still holds, like weary for exhausted. An antonym is a word that means the opposite. 2 words sitting at opposite ends of a single idea, like victory and defeat. And when you need an opposite in a hurry, reach for a not preview. Un, dis, or im can flip lucky into unlucky, or honest into dishonest. Synonyms give your writing variety and precision, and antonyms give it contrast. Wonderful work today, and I'll see you in the next lesson.